Hey guys, it's Josh here. It's time to retire Tuesday. Last week we talked about life insurance, disability, how to protect your retirement plan, how to protect your income that's there. And this week I want to started to talk about what are 3 mistakes that a lot of families and couples do when it comes to retirement planning. And the first one's not necessarily going to hit on everybody, but it is for a lot of individuals that have kids. And a lot of people are really wanting to find ways to help their kids get through college and make sure they don't have any debt, especially with the rising cost of education. And that can really derail a retirement plan because people don't think about, hey, my kid can get a scholarship, my kid can get a grant, or maybe even have some type of student loans, or they could even work through college. And what that can really do is push back your retirement date by a significant amount of years, because those are your prime earning years usually as far as when your kids are starting to get into college. And if we're delaying retirement and focusing on yourselves, that can really push back where you wanted to retire at 62, maybe now it's 67. And a lot of things that people don't consider is health. What if we're forced to retire early? So that's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is allowing emotions to take over from our plan. The reason that we have a plan in place is to make sure that we can check emotions at the door and we can start to focus on, all right, what is it that we need to do? How do we do it? And how do we get there? Now, obviously, we need to make tweaks to the plan along the way. If it's loss of job, disability, if for some reason we need to help out some type of family member with some type of large expense. But we need to check emotions at the door so that we don't let that at least get in our way. And the third one, people just sometimes don't have a plan. They don't know what their retirement plan is. They just say, hey, I need to save money to get to retirement, but they don't really start digging into the numbers. I need to save $1,500 a month in order to reach this goal so I can retire at 62, or at least have the choice to retire by 62. So not having a plan is one of the worst things that you can do. And so it's important to sit down with a professional to really go through what is your plan. And people will say, all right, my colleague at work, this is what they need to do, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And once again, you're just piggybacking on somebody else's plan. They don't know what your situation is. They don't know what your expenses are. They don't know what your different goals are. And so that's really important to make sure that your plan is specific for yourself. So it's time to retire Tuesday. Like I said last week, we're going to start focusing on some other topics, not necessarily what to do right when you retire, but what are some of the things that you can do before you get to retirement, especially if you're starting out or you're in 30s, even your early 40s. These are important keys to make sure that you can be successful. So I look forward to seeing you next week. Time to retire Tuesday, guys. Have a good one.